The volleyball team, winners of 11 straight matches, travels to Michigan this weekend to take on Michigan and Michigan State. Badgers and Wolverines square off on Friday in Ann Arbor at 6 p.m. Then on Sunday, UW takes on Michigan State in East Lansing at noon. Head coach Kelly Sheffield is here. We'll have some opening comments, then take questions.
Starting out with the Purdue match, the middle of the week, had a great comeback in game one, down I think 21-14 in the first, and come back and win that. I thought we showed a lot of resiliency and just probably one of our better efforts of the season at their place. The entire team played really well. A few nights later at Indiana, not sure we had quite the same efforts, but anytime you're holding a Big Ten team to zero hitting percentage, I think there was some good things that happened. We're excited about the Michigan trips. It's a little bit unique with the schedule that we'll have Michigan twice and Michigan State once within the next 10 days. So this next week and a half, it'll be all about the state of Michigan. And some of the better players in the league, some of the top individual athletes in the league for both those guys. So we're excited about the challenge ahead.
Dennis.
See, Dom is Defensive Player of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe her progression as a defensive player over the past year and a half?
She's blocking a lot of balls, you know, and it's you know, she's getting, you know, her footwork is a little bit cleaner. She's getting better hand contact on the ball. Our wing blockers are a big part of that as well. But, you know, I think she's second, in the league in blocks per game since we entered Big Ten play. And for somebody that's not even 6 foot, I mean, that's pretty impressive. I think she's probably the smallest middle in the conference. And, you know, she works hard. She takes it seriously. She's getting better in that element. You know, speed is her game. That's, you know, so transition, she's trying to get off and trying to make herself available as well, but she's becoming more of a complete player.
Dominique's also, I think, 6th in the league or 7th in the league in hitting, too. Did you envision that?
Yeah, you know, she really turned it on at the end of last year. The first part of the year, I think her and Lauren were having a difficult time connecting. And but by the end, they were connecting pretty well. And so her numbers are dramatically different, but they're not dramatically different from what they were at the end of the season. She's one of our go-to players. There's no question about it. And they're just, you know, she finds the holes and she gets in there quick and before the opposing blockers can get their hands up. And Lauren's doing a great job of finding her.
You're going to get to see a lot of Abby Cole in the next week. What's the challenge that she presents, and how do you deal with her?
You know, Michigan's lost a couple key players to injuries early on, and it's really put a lot on Cole's shoulders. And she's running all over I mean, from antenna to antenna, first tempo, second tempo, third tempo. She's carrying a heavy load for him. I think she's the only player in the league that's top 5 in the conference in kills per game and hitting percentage. I mean, she's legit, and she's grown a lot. She's a big-time competitor. You can tell she's having fun out there on the court, very feisty, and, you know, carries a big part of their team attitude-wise as well as what it looks like on the film. So, you know, she's taken that next step as a player from freshman to sophomore, and she's given teams fits. And she's given teams fits when you know that the ball's going to her. You know, that's what's incredible is when you get players that everybody knows where it's going and they're still performing at a high level. It's pretty cool.
When you've won 25 straight sets, is it hard to find a lot of things to improve on?
No, God, no. It's You know, the Purdue match was, we played pretty well. I mean, we were really happy with the way we played. At one point we called a timeout, and I'm about ready to go in and talk to him, and I see, Taylor Morey talking to the team and having whatever she's having to say, and then after that, I think it was Lauren Carlini talking to him. I think after that, whatever was left, Dominic Thompson went in there and picked up some scraps, and I don't think it was a lot of friendly talk that was going on. So they kind of did my work for me in that first game. They came out of there and kind of went on a big charge. The Indiana, we had a lot of things. We just didn't play real well, and it's one of the cool things is, so many people, you get video on, opposing teams have video on what you're doing, and they're spending a lot of time. They're finding a lot of our weaknesses, and you can tell that, and you try to stay one step ahead, and that's kind of what we're doing. But, our ball control has gotten a lot better, our serving's gotten a lot better, blocking has gotten a lot better. Some of our serve receive patterns that people are finding some cracks in the armor, if you will, and we're just, we find those and we try to get to work with it when we get back in the practice gym.
There's also an old saying that says never mess with a streak. So you don't drive to work the same way or put your left sock on the same time or to keep the streak going, that kind of thing.
No, there's none of that stuff that's going on. It's we're just trying to have the same work ethic, but I try to wake up on the same side of the bed, and that's about all I'm worried about.
Did you figure this team would be able to have success on the road, considering what it went through last year, the experience back, and just the makeup of this squad? Did you figure your team would be able to do some of the things it's done on the road, which it's not easy to win in this conference, as you know?
No, it's not. I think in the past 2 years, actually, I think our road record is better than our home record. And I don't know. That's got to be unique in this league in any sport. But I think I've got players that just like competing, and I think that just about every match they're ready to go. I think they love playing in the field house. There's no question about it. But there's a different challenge when you're going on the road, and it's a challenge that I think this particular group, they embrace. They like it. I think they enjoy it when the entire it's a big marketing night or promotion night, or you get in there and you're seeing one of the biggest crowds of the season for our opposing teams. Our group, they relish that. They live for that stuff, and when the opposing crowd gets really kind of fired up, I think it's our players. They don't shy away from it. We're playing at Purdue, and that gym was really, really loud at the end of game one. I think they were smelling blood, and I think our players get as excited about that as the home team.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right. Thanks, Kelly.